And welcome back to episode 277 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I'm your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, and I got my guys with me, CT and AA. Ron, what's happening?
Back at it another week, man.
Another week,
Good
lot to talk
sports week,
about.
man. It was a good sports week for real, for real.
Yeah, I mean, all around, I guess you could say so, huh?
Yeah, you got baseball starting back up, spring training. You got
That's
boxing going
politics.
on.
That's
Yeah,
politics. I feel like baseball season is like when the presidency is going on and that's all you're going to see or hear on TV. It's politics to me. Like, I can sit and watch a baseball game, but the seasons are so long and
so
they show
long.
so many games that I get sick of baseball before it even gets to a World Series. I
It
just want
lasts
it to
like
be
six
over.
months, 6 months long.
I call it politics. That's me. Shit, fuck all that. But I mean, I'm not to take away from the sport. They call it America's sport. I don't know how true that is, but especially
Man, I
given.
can tell the Dodger fans is out there, man. Like, I didn't think they up there with like the Cowboys and them. It's like
Oh yeah, you
one of
know
them
that.
type franchises.
You know that. You know that. But yeah, I don't even know if you can call it Americans game anymore. America's pastime, maybe, but not the game, especially given the fact that all the great players are coming from overseas. The
Overseas,
DR,
Japan.
yeah,
Yeah.
Japan, all the little islands and
It's
shit. Come on
global, way
now.
more global though.
Right. But it definitely ain't American sport. If anything,
Yeah.
American sport's football. Fuck out of here. But that's my opinion.
Yeah.
What
Mm.
you think? You think basketball?
No,
No,
I go to football games. You ain't lying. I know.
it's football.
You gonna sell out way more arenas in the football.
Right.
Even on a bad Sunday, it's gonna outdo an NBA game. You know what I'm saying? So
What
In
was you saying,
football,
Aaron?
in football, you have that Wisconsin guy plays left guard. Got the whole city behind him because he's left guard.
You just talking about anybody. You
I'm
just talking right.
but think about it
I'm
though.
about to say,
Think about it
is
though.
this
Like if you're from a city,
Right.
you might make it. You got left guard.
I don't even think it's that. I really think it's coming from the fact that you think about all the other sports, even the rest of the world is catching up to us in basketball. They're not quite there yet, but they're definitely catching up to us. Football never happened because there's not a lot of other countries that can provide football equipment that readily, like, with the interest of wanting.
It's our type of football because rugby is like
That's
rugby.
more worldwide than football
they
is.
football is soccer? You know
Mm,
that
Rugby,
soccer. You know they
rugby is recess football. Let's talk about it.
right. Right. Let's talk about it. Let's start right there. You ain't wrong.
Catch the ball, you caught the ball. That was all. All on you.
You almost
What
had me.
else
It's I don't even know. I don't even know what you call it. Back in my day, we called it smear, but
happened? I know what you're talking about. You don't
yeah,
want to.
but
You don't want
that's
to play. Take
right.
the play. Finish it.
I ain't finishing shit. I ain't finishing shit. Mortal Kombat. That
You
was
know
gonna
what I'm
stay
talking about.
alive.
It's Smearla. It's Smearla something.
I mean, but we would literally call it smeared though. Like we
Yeah,
even
yeah.
shortened it, but you
Let's
know,
Smearla something.
but that's essentially the vibe I get from rugby. I mean, I still stand by saying I think that American football should adopt that and go no pads. Go no pads. And then put on them dumbass condom helmets you put on top of your helmet. Just wear that, no pads.
Hey, you get hit by
injury reports
James
be
Harrison.
I
crazy.
don't know. I don't think it would. I don't
James
think you would get as many injuries.
James Harrison come down.
Injury reports crazy
Look,
for
I
look,
don't
real.
think you would.
hey, look. If Ray Lewis come down the cut and you coming downhill, you have no pads on, you have no helmet on, and Ray Lewis is coming down diagonal. You trying to get him out? You trying to run out? You try,
The The good thing about that scenario, though, is Ray is guaranteed leading with shoulder. Ray's not throwing his head out there. Ray's hitting you right here, and you're not taking as much damage as you would head-to-head collision with a helmet. That's a tool you're giving me. That's not protection. That's a tool. I'm gonna use it as such. I'm not gonna target you, but I'm definitely gonna use my leg.
Broke down.
It's not a good outcome.
But that's how Ray
Before the
was.
game,
Ray,
you see Ray, you be like, "Oh yeah, I'm good. I got an ankle injury."
Ray would tuck his helmet into his shoulder pads and spear you.
I tweak my ankle in warm-ups. I'm cool. I see Ray out there.
I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think it would be. I don't think
boys would be.
I don't think boys would be throwing their body. They wouldn't
Especially
be throwing their weight around as much.
You catch that pass, you turn your head. Oh yeah.
They wouldn't be throwing their weight around as much because you got to think just as much as Ray hit you, you hit Ray. Ray ain't giving you all them all game long.
Ray loved
Even
that.
Ray gonna be like, listen, bro, I can't take too many of them.
Man, them footsteps ain't.
That's all you got. That's what Ray. That's all you got.
Right.
Ray, that's intimidates you. You gave him everything.
Yeah, and then the Ray Lewis of the rugby is Polynesian. You hear what I'm saying? And all I'm saying is them little guys go out there and try and tackle him every night.
I don't think so.
I swear, I promise you it'll take away injuries.
No, the injury report be crazier than this.
I promise you it'll take away injuries, and you already got scary ass wide receivers,
broken collarbone,
even scary ass running backs that just choose to go down instead of taking a hit. It would be a lot more of that with no pads, because niggas would be that much more scary. Because now I'm not armored up.
That's why I used to think about pads would be way better too, because I couldn't catch some passes because like you gotta
your shoulder pad.
You gotta extend. Yeah.
Especially if you're going high like this and your shoulder pads click together. That's
somebody
uncomfortable.
Hitting too. I'm like, if these pads weren't on, I could have got that.
Mm-hmm. I think it would be a lot more interesting of a game for sure.
And then back in our day too, we had the big pads. You know what I'm saying? Now they got the good
them big Jones. They went like this. Your shoulders went like this when you ran.
You taping up your strap. I got to tape my strap in there. You know what I'm saying?
I was alone. I share my pads with everybody. Lineman pads get passed around. Like,
I'm telling you, back in the day, those pads were terrible.
Like you get a pad. Like whose pad was this last week? It was the guard's pad. Okay.
Nowadays they got the good cushion in the pad.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get
no strap. It's like
pads and pads. You get your not pads, but you get your jersey wrapped around your pads. Here we go.
The helmets is great too. The helmets is technology, top notch.
Right. Motherfuckers inflatable and shit. They had styrofoam and shit, all kinds of fucked up shit.
My jersey, we had Wilson. We didn't have Nike. We was in Wilson's.
What material was it? It was like it's like a hard sponge. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a hard sponge, and if you rub it, it like sheds.
Helmet pads, those. It's the helmet pads, though.
Yeah, like on the inside.
Yeah,
it's like a dense ass sponge, but it wasn't like soft.
Bed, yeah.
That shit was crazy, man.
If you ever fought like amateur boxing, that little headgear they give you, that's what they give you.
Motherfuckers come with theirs now, though. They don't do that no more. It ain't like you go to a tournament and they give you the headgear you wear. No, you come with your headgear. It just has to have the patch that is certified under whatever.
That 1980.
And it's only like, and they only like $40.
If you wasn't in here like this in the 80s, you was fucked up.
Right.
Get in there.
That's back when them motherfuckers was trading punches and Jerry curl juice. Everybody was catching sprays in the front row.
My elbow out. I'm right here with it.
I seen a video. I seen a video on Facebook the other day. They was like, look at how much sweat they was knocking off of niggas back in the 80s. I said that was Jerry curl grease Both of them had
Man,
S curls. My dad Jerry curls. That was not a that wasn't sweat. That shit looked like
My
a
dick was
fucking.
good. I was right here with it. I was good.
That shit looked like a flash dance video. The motherfuckers just flinging water back. Let's get into it then. Hop straight into it. What y'all think of that fight? Gervonta
man,
Davis,
Roach
Lamont
was
Roach.
throwing them. I loved it.
Listen,
Needed that.
listen. I
See, that
love
was sick
Tank.
as
I love Tank, but they robbed that boy.
Gotta say something.
the knee though. Oh, that was weird. But yeah,
It
other
wasn't
than
even
that,
about. I mean, with the knee, with the knee, and you got it after this, Aaron. My
he
whole thing
blamed it on the
is, and I've said it to multiple people. My whole thing is, it's a championship fight. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what's in your eye, we've seen champion fighters with both eyes swollen shut, fighting through
hmm
rounds. The round's only 3 minutes long, my G. You can wipe at it with your glove, try to get it out on your own, but you only gotta last 3 minutes till you get about this round. If you take a knee, that's a knockdown.
All right. So here's what I'm coming out with it. If you come here in the ring and you come here with a like you have you come down with you take a knee like this.
What you mean?
He takes a knee. We take the defensive knee. Like I need to take a knee real quick.
Oh, right. Oh,
Right.
I see what you're saying. If you have your punch loaded and they go down on the knee to avoid getting hit. That's what you're saying?
What is it?
It's a knockdown. It's a knockdown. Either way it goes, it's a knockdown. Anytime any
it
part
didn't
of
look like he
your
got hit though. It was just like you could tell
it
he
It,
was
it
a
wasn't
doesn't have to be
under
crazy
that.
the
Like
knee.
when you hit in the liver, anytime in
a
the mid
delay shot.
liver, kidney, or what is it? Anytime you hit in the midsection,
Right.
right, it takes a second.
Right.
When it hits you, you have no choice but to take a knee. He took a knee, and that was like egregious. I don't know how to say it else, because
But
that was
see,
like
here's my thing about it though. Even if you count the knee as a knockdown, that still doesn't necessarily give him the win. The reason why I say they robbed that boy is because he can't engage with his corner. That's illegal. You can't go get your eyes wiped by your corner in the middle of a round. That's illegal. That's an automatic disqualification.
did he get a towel though? Did he get a towel?
He wiped his eyes.
Okay.
He went
hmm
back to the corner and his corner man wiped his eyes. That's illegal.
Let's all agree on this. When somebody is down and out, right? You dog them out right here. This whole shit is dogged out. How many passes do you give to that? Like, how many passes do you give to somebody's eye being
Well, that's the
fucked up?
thing. If he wants to fight, let him
Right.
fight.
But so if your eye's that messed up, it can't be by uh hair grease.
Right. I get it affecting your vision, but that's my point about a swollen shut eye. That affects your vision as well. And motherfuckers go 12 rounds with one. So why is it that grease that you know is that's a temporary issue?
Right, that's what I'm saying. The last thing I want to say is my last thing is people have been knocked out in this eye closed shut, closed shut,
There's been
swollen.
people who fought blind in one
Right, that's
eye.
what I'm saying. Like it's closed shut. Hair grease.
Yeah, that's not a good look either way you want to put it. You can say what you want to say, it's just not a good look. And I don't think it was a situation where like he was at a disadvantage, you know, where he was like trying to get out of almost getting like it wasn't nothing like that. So that's why I'm so like, why? What was the purpose of that? It's already a close fight. You know niggas watch fights just to watch the guy who's been on top lose. Why are you giving them ammo and you already know the fight is close?
This is my last closing question. How much of ego do you take in there? Because your ego has to step in where I can't lose. So it has to be an excuse for me losing.
That's the
Like
one.
so for
Right.
him,
I see what you're
for
saying.
him, you act like your loss isn't a regular loss. Your loss is I had hair grease in my hair. That's that's a cop out. Let's be real here.
I ain't
My
gonna say
eye
you
hurt.
wrong.
I just think he's gonna
What
show
you mean
around
your eye
part
hurt? What
two.
you mean your eye
He's
hurt?
tortured.
What do you mean your eye hurt?
I don't know if
Your
we get a
eye
part
hurt.
two unless the people demand it. But let's be honest, with a guy like Tank
They
Davis,
definitely gonna have to.
even if the people demand it, doesn't guarantee we get that fight. We've been saying we want to see him fight Loma. We've been saying we want to see him fight Haney. We've been saying we want to see him fight all these people. The only one you gave us was Ryan Garcia. That's the only one you gave us.
And he's out of his mind.
I'm just, I'm just
I'm
saying.
saying like so Shakira Stevenson is the most logical fight if you're not gonna fight Roach. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I heard that he's been making, he's reaching out. He's
To Roach.
No, to Loma's camp, trying to set Loma up for the next fight.
Lomachenko?
Yeah. But I'll tell you right now, that's not a good look. Okay, let me put it like this. I'm not saying I don't think Tank can beat Loma. I'm just saying we know factually, everybody that watches Tank knows he doesn't get started until the 4th, 5th round. He's not even trying to win the first 3 rounds. He's just trying to feel you out, see what you're doing. There are certain fighters that you cannot do that with. There are certain fighters that will get started immediately. And if you don't knock them out, they have a 3-0 advantage on you. They're already up 3. And they're still working, winning rounds. So now you got to make up 3 rounds just to come back from that deficit you put yourself in. Loma is one of them that I say I don't know that he's going to necessarily knock him out. When have we seen Loma knocked out? So if you don't knock him out, Loma is the one that will beat you on points. He will outpoint you every round. With you only throwing 17 punches around, he'll outpoint you. You will get outpointed.
Come on, embarrassing footsteps.
I don't know if it'll be an embarrassment, but it won't be a close fight. It's not going to be nothing like Haney, Loma, where people argue over if it should have been. No, it'll be, we know Loma won. He was the only one throwing. Roach, the only reason he was confident enough to stay in an exchange is because they know each other. They grew up together. They fought before. They've trained before. They know each other. So he already had an idea of the power I'm going to have to deal with going into this fight. He already accepted, I'll deal with that. It'll be all right. And he was still willing to go in and give points. We've never seen a fight this close with Tank because Tank always thinks he's going to put you out. But you can't fight like that because you're not going to put everybody out. Even if you got the hardest hands in the world, somebody has a hard chin, bro.
So hard. The
right.
Game plan is crazy because when you think about it, Tank's game plan was the same. Like above 4 or 5 rounds, we'll try and knock you out.
Right. But before that, I'll just stay back. I'll hit you a few times, but it ain't gonna be
right. What I'm saying is that, like, I know that. So if I can box,
right. Right. Shakur will not do it. Shakur's too defensive and he's too counter fight type and he's scary. He doesn't have a chin and he hates getting hit to the body. So he's going to be one of those guys that's waiting for Tank to throw and it's going to be a boo match just like, most of Shakur's fights. The motherfucker's booing in the crowd because he's not giving you no action.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a good fight to watch. Nobody wants to see Tank and Shakur. I honestly don't want to see a Tank and Haney fight. Everybody Tank's talking shit to Crawford. We know that won't happen, so let's get that out. Let's just stop giving them attention. Yeah. Don't even give them attention with that, because we know it's not going to happen. They could have did that behind closed doors. That's where I'm at with it. Right now, I feel like you got to give a nigga like Terrence peas, because at least he's shooting for greatness. I'd go up 2 weight classes and fight the best one we got out right now. That's what you want to see from a fighter, somebody who's going to test themselves, not their bank account.
Yeah, you don't want to. That's that's the only thing that's egregious. Let's agree on that.
What?
Crawford Canelo is no.
That's a.
Hey, look, if Crawford wins, That's a great event. But if
If
he loses,
I
it's all
actually wonder what the odds are gonna be on that fight. I really Flash KO, and there is no who's ever knocked Canelo out. You know what I'm
is there
saying? Who's
is
ever
there a
knocked Canelo down?
rehydration on this one?
No, I don't believe so. No.
So it gotta be 168 at fight time.
168 at fight time. Well, I mean, Terrence can come in lower if he chooses. Like, if he wants to come up 160, he can. But you know, Canelo's last couple fights have been at 170, 170 something. When he fought Kovalev and or Bivol and not Kovalev, I was thinking Bivol and
or
he's still running from him. Yeah, he's still running from Benavidez. That one I don't think ever gonna happen either. So that's the best we gonna get, a Crawford Canelo, and that's why Canelo would take it, because he's like, yeah, Crawford is very talented. It may be one of the most talented fighters that we have fighting right now, but at some point you got to say, can he hurt me? My nigga, if Triple G didn't hurt Canelo, Terrence Crawford is not hurting Canelo. The only thing you can hope for is a flash knockout where he hits him on the button, something that Canelo can't control, and just goes down. Right, it has to be one of them. Put your chin out. Other than that, you don't win. You don't win. You don't win. You don't. I mean, I would love to see him win. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't see a world where that makes sense to me. Now, again, I gotta see what's he look like closer to the fight. Does he look a little, a little more? But even still, we've seen you hurt before. We've never seen that man hurt.
But like you don't get no so Crawford 160 plus.
Yeah, that the fight's at 168.
Right. So you can't half step at that point. So you have to get there. You get there, you get Canelo at 168, he has to come down.
Yeah, Canelo's gonna come down, but come fight night, he gonna be at least 175.
I think it's gonna be an interesting
At the
fight.
very least.
I don't think it's gonna be
It's not gonna be a snooze fest by no means. It's gonna be a good fight. I don't see.
Who's he fighting? Crawford?
Yeah, Crawford Canelo.
Yeah, nah, I'm going full money line on Canelo.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't see a world where, like I said, unless it's a flash knockout, I don't see a world where he wins that fight. Unless he truly does dance around and outbox him. He's training with Floyd Mayweather right now, but you're not Floyd though. Terrence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather have two completely different styles.
Floyd never fought Canelo, right?
No, he fought him. He just fought him when Canelo was 23 and Crawford's 37. So Floyd was 36 when he fought him.
Oh.
And everybody was saying, well, you fought him when Canelo was still a baby. You got him out of the way before he developed type shit.
Is that the fight we went to, Clip, at that Mexican restaurant?
Nah, that was Mayweather Maidana. So that was a couple years after that Canelo fight.
Right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What up, party people?
What's happening?
What it do?
Hit it your way. Kids got a little thing tomorrow night, so I gotta be in town tonight, so I ain't gotta,
They got something here or there?
Where they're at.
Okay.
So I'm driving and let
Goodness fucking gracious.
Yeah, let mom and stepdad drive the rest.
Wyandotte Lake, nigga. You going to Wyandotte Lake, Kings Island.
Shit, that motherfucker driving a few of them. Fuck.
Cedar Point, nigga.
That nigga in the sisterhood of the traveling pants.
Yeah, man. That's what happens when you got PTSD, man. When
listen, you know
your
how
daddy
that
was
goes.
working all the time and not making his moves. Now you like, I gotta try to, shit.
I know the feeling.
But so y'all been talking about boxing?
Yeah, we was just getting that Tank Roach fight out of the way. I do think that.
That's great.
I do think that if he tries to skate on Roach, the WBO should make him mandatory if you want to keep that belt You gotta fight a rematch. Ain't no way
You
around
know,
it. You're
No,
not
they
going.
are.
You're not going for a
I thought
bigger
they were.
payday with somebody else. You will fight this fight again.
Yeah, I thought that they
Yeah.
were. I seen it online. They said that
Well,
Tank
we
was
don't
like,
know
yeah,
yet. We don't know yet.
that's not.
We know how the
They say
fighters
a lot of
do.
stuff, but yeah, they don't.
Right, the
Yep.
fighters want the payday. So what Tank's gonna do is he's gonna try to make the fight that the people want, and then go to Roach and say, "I'll pay you 15 mil step aside money if you just move out the way and let me fight Loma for." You know what I'm saying? And most fighters are like, "Sure, I'll take that step aside money as long as you say after that we fight."
Did y'all see what Jake Paul said about that nigga
Yeah,
Gervonta?
but I mean that's the same. That's in the same realm of him and Terrence Crawford beefing. Y'all are never gonna fight, so shut the fuck up.
I don't know. I wouldn't say never because I don't think people would have ever thought
Jake Paul is a heavyweight.
Oh, okay.
Jake Paul at best is a cruiserweight, 205. There's no way Tank will ever be that close. And there's no way he'll get down close enough. The only way that happens is if it's an exhibition and Tank says, I don't care if he's 50 pounds heavier, I'll still do it.
but
Right.
think about that though. Think about that though. Like you think of a prize fight. Prize fight. $30 million.
Oh, you know something like a Tank Paul?
$30 million.
Tank Paul, they're both walking away with more than 100 M's. Both of them are walking away with more than 100 M's.
You're not taking it?
It depends, man, because I mean, Jake, although he is amateur pro, he's still dangerous. And for me to be giving up 50 pounds to somebody that is that dangerous, like this isn't just me fighting the amateur. This is somebody who's been training full time for years now, and he's at least 50 pounds heavier than me.
I think you gotta take Jake serious now.
That's dangerous.
What if the clause is win or lose?
What if the clause is what?
Win or lose.
Win or lose.
What do you mean? I mean, isn't it win or lose regardless?
No, it's win or lose. Like so, win or lose, you get 30 million.
Oh, you mean like win or take all?
Oh,
yeah.
They would never agree to that.
Yeah, no one's ever agreed.
Nobody's gonna agree to that. And you know, even fighters will say it at the weigh-ins. Bet your purse.
Right.
Nobody's giving up their purse because
nobody's ever doing
let's
that.
be honest, your purse doesn't belong to just you. Your purse belongs to your managers, your trainers, everybody involved gets a piece of that purse.
So splitting the purse is not interesting.
I mean, it's definitely interesting if we ever saw it.
Yeah, bet the purse.
You know, we hear people say it, but we've never seen a fight where they said, now, you know the loser's walking away empty-handed now. Never.
Right. Yeah, that's great.
No. So, all right, so you're a loser. $40 million.
I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to implement something that would entice them to give it their all.
Yes.
I understand, but that's my fear of it is that if Jake gives it his all, there's still a chance Tank gets fucked up. You got to think a 50-pound weight difference. He doesn't have to hit you but 3-4 times. It's not a Roach fight where those punches are going to add. They add up quick when somebody's that heavy.
Hey, you ain't lying, Cliff. Because listen.
Shit. No, I know. I got my ass whooped in a tough man thinking that the 50 pounds wasn't that much. I was like, he only 50, I'll do it.
What's that? But what does that look? I'm saying though, like, so there's obviously pitfalls to it. It's pitfalls.
Right. But also,
Aaron, it's never going to happen.
Here's another reason why you can't do it, Aaron. What if I feel like I won the fight, but I got fucked over? How many times does that happen? A lot. So you have me bet the purse, so to speak. Meanwhile, I should have won.
Yeah, that's
and
when
I'm losing it all.
That's a very interesting point as well, right? Because then both fighters have to vet the judges, and it has to be agreed upon by the fighters, not the commission. You're not going to provide the judges for a fight that if I lose, I get cut. No, I'll give my say.
But
Right.
here's what I'm trying to say though. Like y'all are acting like y'all have a chance in the first place. That's the funny part about it. Like
Right.
you have no chance in the first place.
Right.
I ain't
Just
gonna
being
say
the
no chance, because there's definitely a
Yeah.
chance that Tank can
there's
catch
a
him.
chance. There's a chance in hell, but come on.
I would bet
Let's
that
do it.
Tank catches him before he catches Tank. It's just a matter of, I'm saying though, even those glancing shots, all of those shots that Tank blocks with his gloves, that hurts. You still feel it. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
You still
No.
feel it in your head when you catch a shot on your glove. So when it's a 50-pound heavier blow, how many shots am I gonna have to block before I start getting a little lightheaded, woozy, my head's hurting, my vision's starting to, nigga hits hard. Everybody says Jake hits hard. That's the crazy thing. Everybody he fights says he hits hard.
Yeah, I bet he is heavy-handed though. He seemed like he'd be a heavy-handed kind of nigga.
So you fighting somebody 50 pounds heavier than you and may hit above his weight class. That doesn't make sense.
Crazy.
Doesn't make sense
That's
to
crazy.
take it. Even if you can dance circles around him and you're 10 times more skilled than he is, it just doesn't make sense to take that fight.
Right. It's interesting.
Now, if it was at the end of Tank's career and he like, I'll put on some weight, I'm not fighting no more. I'll put on 25 pounds and train, and then now you only 25 pounds heavier than me.
That's all head fat though. That's head fat.
He's stupid. That is where you get his name from, Tank Head. They just cut the head off of it and call him Tank. But that's where he got his name. You ain't wrong. He do got a big dome. It's hard to knock a nigga out with a big dome like that.
Exactly. That's what you're doing like this.
Big. And he got, and it's when your head and your shoulders or your neck and your head are like the same width, that's when you really know, okay, I'm about to be in for one. Motherfucker's neck is just as wide as his big ass head is.
Yep. Glad for my genetics. And wide neck nigga.
Oh no, your neck, you got a Tua Tagovailoa neck and you know it.
Hey, shut the fuck up, Cliff. Chill out.
That motherfucker premature and you know it.
Hey, my neck had been hurting for like 2 weeks.
You got one of them ones.
Oh shit. Oh,
he gotta hold his
Cliff is crazy. Y'all niggas is tripping, bro. That's hilarious.
Oh shit. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Right.
Oh my god.
All right, let's move on off of this. But we going to stay tuned because I want to know what happens after this for real.
Wait, y'all already discussed the kneel down, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And my whole take is if you ain't going, even if you counted a knockdown, it doesn't stop it from being a draw necessarily.
Right.
But
exactly.
him walking to the corner and getting his eyes addressed by the cornerman in the middle of a round is normally a disqualification. Why is it not this fight?
Anytime somebody goes like this, they have their hands like this, right? You up. Do you do this and take an L and take down a knee? You've given up something.
Right.
You've given up your face.
Even if you didn't get hit and, like to your point, and drop to a knee, that's a submission. I'm submitting because you were about to hurt me. Either way, it's a knee. There's no reason why it shouldn't have been this fight. Or a knockdown.
It's like a liver or something.
But, you know, shit happens. And at the end of the day, do I think he did enough to take the champ's belt? I think it was an impressive fight, but I don't think he did enough to take the belt. No, I don't.
Right.
It's just when you add in the antics, the shenanigans, it's like, well, considering, maybe. Because you the champ. You should never have that behavior in the first place.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I
didn't even see the
that's
fight.
competitor behavior, not the champ. Champ doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But we gonna let my guy live. I'm still a fan. You just gonna have to step it up. You may need to go back with Calvin Ford. The nigga stopped and stepped away from Calvin Ford probably because, like he said, they both trained together and he knows both of our fight styles. But you may need to go back with your main trainer because that didn't work for you. Moving on though. Where y'all want to jump to?
Shit, what's
LeBron
happening lately? I don't
James,
know. What's
50K.
what's been happening?
LeBron did get the 50K against the Pelicans. Was that yesterday?
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to ever top.
Yeah, yesterday.
And fuck that. I don't
And he
give a fuck about
got
that.
Western Conference Player of the Month.
Of course you don't.
All I
player
care
to
about
ever
is the
get it.
Lakers won the past 7 games straight and number 2 in the West. I don't give a fuck about.
All I know is the Cavs still number 1 in the league, and we're 10-0 in our past 10. See us in the championship.
Nah, Cliff. Hey, but to tell
Now
you,
you right. Injuries is my only concern, and I say that every
not
year.
even that. I got concerns about y'all in general. Y'all can win a game. I need to see y'all win a series, though. You hear me? Y'all can win a game.
With Kenny there, anything looks possible though, for real.
No, for sure, but
they was down against. When were they down against Boston and came back like that?
Right.
But that's a game. I need to see a series.
No, it's been this season, like all long period up until this
Boston
point.
got that one fluky win.
Nigga, the Bulls was just up on them the other night for a hot.
And then they blew them out.
Hey,
Miles, you gotta watch the whole game. Like,
listen,
up for what?
I watched.
It's the NBA. Guys are good.
Y'all still in 10 though.
Hey, they shooting sprays.
Can't score 11 points in a game. CT. That's not going to win a fucking series, nigga.
Bro, when fucking Hunter get 34, he can do that.
But no, that's
Hunter's
not the case. No, that's not the case though,
Miles. Chris.
You don't even know.
You definitely don't know that. But
you don't even watch Hunter.
You definitely don't know that.
Because he can definitely go get 30 in the fucking playoffs.
I was watching him when he was on Atlanta. You sound crazy as fuck. Nigga was on all my slips. What are you talking about?
This nigga won a national championship in college MVP.
Bro,
with his running back Ty Jerome.
Exactly. So he Ty Jerome got what, 25 again? No, it's the playoffs. It's any given game.
But
he can go get 30.
Donovan Mitchell, that's the one thing that, see, now, if you said that a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe I'd say, okay, I understand what you're saying. But Donovan Mitchell is not the alone factor this year.
He's not.
He's been out multiple years. That game that you talked about where he only had 11, he had 0 after because he sat, and he had 7 a couple games before, and we won all of them.
He hasn't been playing the fourth quarter.
But that's what I'm saying, Cliff. That's a game. You can't do that in a series. You can.
I mean, I can't.
The first and
name
second
a team.
round, yes, you can.
I mean, I can't name a team that we haven't won against that we've lost to.
Against, if they're gonna be number 1 seed against the 8th seed, they can fucking do that for sure.
Hell no, not over Boston. Hell no.
Bro, that's not gonna be to the Eastern Conference
that
Finals.
would be the finals anyway. We wouldn't see them.
Number 1, and then the same conference. We're talking about the conference.
Right, but if we finish number 1, we play number 8 in the playoffs.
Right. But
so we don't see Boston until the conference finals.
Eastern Conference Finals. So yes, you can cakewalk the whole way.
Yeah, whoever ends with the
11,
first team advantage has crazy.
Because he's not gonna be playing fourth quarter.
I'm gonna do a futures ticket, like, to win it all on the Cavs. Don't get me wrong, but I kind of like the Cavs, like the Commanders. Yeah, y'all look good. Y'all do. Y'all look great.
Compare him to a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, you can't compare him to that. Like we talked about in the chat.
That was up in the air.
Like we talked about in the chat. But listen, hold up. In the chat, they're 1 year removed from Sam Howell. This is their first season with a winning record in years. The Cavs have been on the edge even before they got Donovan Mitchell of being at the top of the East for 4 or 5 years now. Now is their time. That's what you build up your team till you eventually have the open window, and this is their window.
They do look very good. I just want to see them in that series mode. Like I said, I see what they're doing game to game, and it's looking great. I just want to see.
Well, you can't fast forward time, so you got to give it time. I mean,
my only critique I will say about them, because I like being hard on, my favorites, is you have no experience. You have no postseason experience. Last year was the first year you got out of the first round, and that still wasn't enough to make it to a championship and to get a dub over a championship team.
Right.
That's gonna be a lot.
That's my concern. That's you said it for me. That's my only concern is, okay, you play a different team almost every night. That's cool, but when you play in the same team up to 7 games,
but But I'll
Boston
also
gonna be
say,
worried too, though.
I'll
Watch.
also say again, all those other years we did not have both bigs healthy. We didn't have a Mobley and an Allen healthy, really at all. Because Evan finished the last of the season, Jarrett came out in the playoffs. He played for a little bit. Mobley went out. Mobley came back. Jarrett went back out.
But Cliff, okay, to play devil's advocate,
AP was out.
look at my squad.
Who was out?
Who was out?
Porzingis.
Yeah, for Celtics.
He was out. Exactly. I nigga's good for 15 and 4 to 6 rebounds.
He's still out.
If not 20. Yeah, he didn't even play
He's
that
still
game.
out?
Yeah, he comes back a game or two and then he goes back out. Like, that's why I said there was no point of getting him. It did work for whatever reason. And the only reason why it worked is, remember when I first we talked about them getting Porzingis. I said if they smart, they don't play him to the playoffs.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened. He ended up injured and didn't play to the end of the playoffs. That's the only way it works. Because he's not going to be around for you throughout the season to be available for the playoffs.
He only missed a couple games.
Of the playoffs?
He played the rest.
Of the playoffs?
Yes.
No.
Yes, he did.
No. He came back.
He got hurt a few games and then he did.
He came back.
Then he came back in the finals.
In the finals. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, was it the finals or was it Eastern Conference? It was the finals. And you only played a couple games of that. You didn't even play the full 6 games in the finals against Dallas.
I think he did.
Nah, I think he only played 4.
Because he was a big impact.
I'm pretty sure he only played 4 of them.
Big impact.
He was an impact. He did have a 25 in 14 game or something like that.
Blocking shots.
He was an impact, but he's not available. He's the white AD. He's the white AD. Let me see. Oh, damn. Because it's last year, it won't give me the actual games. It's just putting them all together for that season. And he only played 32 games. 32 out of 82. You done brought that man in, gave him a contract, and he gave you a third of your season.
Worth the ring. He'll take that every year.
I mean, that's why I said it worked out for you because he came back right when you needed him to. But I don't know. I don't know.
They look different with him for sure.
Oh, Aaron's gone? Damn, okay.
Yeah, he dropped off.
But Cavs look fucking great. They do look fucking great. I'm not gonna lie. They look fucking great.
Shout out to Don, man. The Don.
Highest scoring team in the league. Holds teams to the least points. Everybody on the squad's a shooter. From the bench to the starters. It's a problem.
Not Jared Allen.
Well, you know what I mean. His job isn't to.
Can Mobley shoot the 3 though?
Mm-hmm. His job isn't to shoot. He got to get rebounds. We can't have you out on the 3. Then who going to read?
You know what? That nigga, hey, Cliff, that fuck nigga Mobley for a minute. I had him getting a double-double the other night.
Yeah,
Allen got it instead.
He's taking a few weeks off. And you know what? Don't get me wrong, it may be Kenny. It may be Kenny doing that because the scenario is similar, what I'm describing as the Kristaps situation. I know Kenny's seen the Cavs, and he's probably said the same thing. Y'all aren't available for us in the postseason.
In the playoffs.
So I need y'all to chill out in this last stretch. We're already up. We already got a playoff spot. Let's just keep our number 1 spot and limit y'all's minutes to where y'all be available in the postseason. If they smart, that's what he's saying to them boys.
Yeah, you're going to have to risk a couple
of losses.
You got to. Just take them L, especially if y'all clinch.
But you are right.
Early.
They've been having games like they only played the quarter.
Yeah.
6 points, 4 rebounds. How you got 6 points, 4 rebounds? That's why I said it's hard to bet
on the Cavs right now because they be blowing motherfuckers out.
Yeah, and they in coast mode. That game, it's halftime, but the game right now is 63-59.
Yeah, they put belts to ass.
Mobley got 12-7 though. I did put a bet in with him getting 15-8, so looks like that's it.
15-8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If they don't sit him, you know how niggas do once you get up too much.
Yeah, but it's halftime.
Oh,
12-7
right.
at the half. They gonna give him at least a third or a piece of the third.
Yeah.
Right. Man.
Now the question is what do the rest of that ticket look like? That's the question.
Man.
Oh yeah, I didn't put nothing in tonight. I actually forgot. Low key. I mean, there's still like 3 games left for the night.
I did on college basketball. We looking good.
I can't. Yeah, nah, I'm not. Nah, man. Fuck that college basketball shit.
It's NCAA tournament time.
That shit is weak.
Yeah, I need Darius to get 9 more points. That's the number one concern for me. And then I got DeAndre Hunter with 2 threes. Those are the only 2 concerns.
Yeah,
the Hunter for 2 threes.
Mm-hmm.
They looking good.
Yeah, he usually do that though. Like his first game out, I think he only ended the game with 9 points, and it was like all threes.
So the Heat came back on y'all.
I got the game running. I got the game running on the side while it's on. We were down 12 points in the second quarter. Like the start of the second, we was down, and then we came back and was up like 14, and then they came back again.
Yeah, that's crazy because the Heat. I mean, Tyler Hero really ain't been doing shit.
No, he's not playing.
He's not.
What?
No, they only started tonight as Bam Adebayo.
What do you mean? I don't give a fuck because Jimmy refused to play, but Tyler ain't been that impressive. He had a couple 20-point games. That nigga's
couple.
Yeah, nigga, what you mean? That nigga usually is good for 15 or less, bro.
Who, Tyler?
Sometimes he gets 20 or more. Yeah.
I always bet on 20 for Tyler, and he don't usually let me down.
Yeah.
What?
The times I bet on Tyler, how many has he had in the past?
You hear what he said about he normally bet on him for 20, he don't let him down.
I've been counting on Bam more than Tyler to keep it a buck. Bam been going crazy.
Well, Bam, listen, Bam started this game out like.
And Bam's a small ass center. That nigga's a small ass. I mean, as far as height goes, nigga's tiny.
Bam was doing exactly what I said. They need to take the leash off of that man. They want him to be a rebound. Nah, nigga, let Bam be Bam. He gonna put up points. In this game, he was the only one shooting contested threes, splashing, turnaround jumpers, splashing. I'm like, man, this nigga look like a star, and y'all won't let him be one.
Yeah, he's a dog.
If I was Bam, I'd be like, I want out.
Right.
I went out. Y'all have never let me play the way I want to play. And y'all don't plan on it because you never get a big. I went out.
LA will take him.
Where is nice? They're going to be straight.
I mean, it's hella teams that'll take him. You know that.
Tyler Hero's good. They're going to be
Why'd y'all get rid of Wiggins?
Gardner?
Yeah.
Why'd we get him? That's the real question.
Don't start.
That's the real fucking question. Why wouldn't you get rid of him? You keep Aiden over Gardner.
No, I don't. Right.
You keep Aiden over Gardner. Yeah. Not only is he the better quarterback, he's the younger quarterback, and he's the cheaper quarterback. This is only his third year in the league. He still has 2 more years before he gets a contract. So get rid of Gardner. You gave him 2 years, $40 million. Whoever gave him that deal, whoever was involved in that deal, if y'all ain't got rid of them yet, and y'all got rid of Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm not going to say what needs to happen to you, but drown in the toilet bowl.
They said drown in the toilet of the bowl.
That shit don't make sense. Whoever did that was dumb as fuck. You thought watching Gardner do that at the Indiana Colts was impressive enough to give that man 2 year, $40 million. Not to mention we saw Carson Wentz do the same. We saw Matt Ryan do the same. So why is Gardner now? Is that proof that he's ready to do that for you? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I mean,
hopefully we don't pick him up.
I think they said Shador allegedly been slipping in the draft stock.
Yeah, they said that. So I
Because he
heard.
wore his hat backwards.
No,
They be
I
saying
heard that the
dumb
quarterback coaches for, I believe, New York and Tennessee said that he wasn't taking it seriously. They didn't like the way he was answering the
shit.
questions, and he was too confident.
Right, I bet.
But again,
Yeah.
like,
Because he's too confident. This
I don't
shit
know if those were the
crazy.
exact words they used, but you know what I'm. Yeah, that it was something along those lines.
Right.
But we know that
Because he coming
Deion.
up with the necklaces on. His shit blinging. They hate it. His necklaces too.
They
He
probably
got
said, "Why should?"
corners on that
They
motherfucker.
probably said, "Why should we pick you for the New York Giants?" Shador, he said, "You know what time it is."
I see them all. He
Right,
running with a
right.
motherfucker. Him
But
and
that's really
Travis.
what these. But that's
Him and
really
Travis.
how he is, though. Like that's really how he is, though.
He's been
And
had
that's
money, so the
cool.
money ain't nothing.
But
Right.
on a maturity level, the league looks at that shit because I think the league been doing this shit for years.
But
What was
listen to
Johnny
the
Manziel?
listen to the
What was
hypocrisy
Cam
though.
Newton?
Listen to
Oh
the
yeah, Manziel used to do that shit too. CT.
listen
yeah.
to the
What was
hypocrisy of
Baker
that.
Mayfield? Like, there's a lot of them, bro.
Listen to the hypocrisy. Deion Sanders, there's stories saying that he wasn't that flashy. They said he should do that to raise his draft stock as a DB. Came into the league, he was so flashy, people hated it. Came into the league, becoming, there were people that hated that shit.
I already know. That's why they hate his son too.
There were
'cause
teams
it's
that
part
hated that
of it.
shit. Came into the league, ended up being one of the best corners the league's ever fucking seen. So when you get somebody from the same stock doing the same shit, why would you assume that he wouldn't continue the legacy?
Right.
I mean, he's doing it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's doing it for nothing. He's turned around 2 organizations.
Yep.
Jackson State was a winning organization before he left. Colorado was a winning organization before he left that couldn't get 4 wins the year prior. So what are we saying here? We can't allow this boy to be confident? Knowing who he came from? He came out of Deion's nuts.
But
you think he ain't gonna have some sort of swag about him?
Yeah.
His dad is swag. That's Mr. Swag. So of course he's gonna be that. They call him Swaggy Jr.
Man, get out of
BT's on your feet with a pair. All he wear.
Not
You
Swaggy
know?
Jr.
Swaggy June.
Hey, you making me think of fucking what was it?
Nick Young.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say the fucking cartoon.
Oh, you know,
it was on Tom and Jerry. I don't know if you remember the episodes they would show sometimes back in the day. There was like the pit bull dad with the spike and type. Spike
I think I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
I
I'm just getting at it. Yeah, that's Deion and Shador. Yeah, that's his.
Right.
That's
When you learn from Deion, you can only assume that something like that's gonna rub off on you.
If I was Deion's son, I'd be hell. I'm already hell. I feel like
well, you wouldn't be good enough to be as hell as you'd be Deion Jr. You'd be the cameraman.
And that's fine. I'm still paying, right? Hey, no, but real shit.
Well
I'm still
off
paying
media.
if I need something. Dad,
You'd be the cameraman. You ain't Shiloh.
That's fine. I'd be the cameraman on and off the field.
That nigga's stupid. But no, I wish him the best. The only thing I will say is, as a Raiders fan, like listening to all the videos and reading the articles, of them talking about potentially moving up to guarantee their quarterback. That's where it really gets real to me, right? Like, if you gonna do all that, which I'm not too for, because I don't know what the right decision is between the two.
Right.
Like, I don't know. They're too close to me. Like, yeah, Cam has a more powerful arm. He's more willing to run. Shador's more accurate, though, and he's a pocket presence. I like that more, but I can't say that Cam wouldn't be better off suited for the Raiders, having to deal with all the nonsense on the field. A lot of them have to run for their life sometimes. Now, we know Shador can take a punishment. He took big hits, didn't miss no games like that.
But that was in college. When you getting hit by Max Crosby, Jordan Davis.
No, I guarantee, you're absolutely right, but I guarantee that there is less room, there's less error on that end than there is the end of the college. You got to think, you weren't playing for Bama. You
It
weren't
depends
playing
on
for
the team, Cliff.
you weren't
Look
playing
at- look-
for you weren't playing for no team. Like we said, he turned that organization around. We know that Dion didn't even have a chance to get his recruiting started for that squad. So you got to deal with the O line that you got.
Right.
Now, unless you go to a squad like New York or you know, somebody with a terrible, terrible offensive line, I guarantee that they're making less mistakes than that Colorado offensive line did for you in college. Now, the hits are going to come harder, but you know you're going to the big leagues. That's why you're going there.
Right.
But
You're right.
there shouldn't be as many blindside missed blocks, you know what I'm saying, in the NFL.
But Cliff, look at the Bears. Remember
That's
how
why I
all
said certain teams, like, you know, there are certain teams out there.
they were right. They would do worse than a college.
Seattle
I
ruined Russell. Seattle ruined Russell Wilson.
What does he do? Are they leaning more towards Justin? Do we know what the Steelers are leaning more towards as far as Justin or Russ? Or?
I don't know with the Steelers.
I thought I
Russell
heard
being
them
vague.
something about Fields. I thought I heard them leaning.
Listen,
towards...
that's who I was wanting the Raiders to try to snag up out of somebody. You want to get a veteran quarterback and draft one? What's the point of getting, like, don't get me wrong, I like a Sam Darnold. I really do like Sam Darnold as far as free agency goes. But what would be the point, actually, of you drafting a Cam Ward or a Shador and having them sit behind Sam? I'm not saying that there's nothing they can learn from him, yes, but two completely different quarterback styles. Like, I would rather almost the Russell Wilson teach them or the Justin Fields teach them. Why? Because both of them had to run for their life. Sam did a little bit too in New York, but he didn't have as much time having to run for his life as Justin and Russell did.
Right.
So I want you to learn from the guys who had to thrive under pressure, not the guy who broke under it. We saw what happened in Minnesota last year, right? Y'all blew it last year because Sam had a bad game under pressure.
Yeah.
He did.
That's not the guy I want. And he's the most expensive out of everyone as well. That's not the guy I would want. But I'm here. They're there. You know what I'm saying? They get to hire Gardner Minshew for 2 years, $40 million. That's what they get to do. I just get to talk about it.
I get to
you hear me?
It.
But good luck either way. Either way, whatever they choose to do. What I will say is that the Jets are just as dumb as the Cavs.
What you mean?
The Jets might be dumber than the Cavs.
Explain.
So let's recap, right? Let's recap. Let's run back. Let's rewind the tape back when they first got Rodgers and he didn't last 5 minutes of the first quarter.
Right.
Right? He said he was going to come back, which he did in record time, I believe. Even though he didn't come back on the field, he was, you know, moving and shaking to be as old as he was pretty soon. Now, next year, he still sold you a dream and saying, nah, we can still win this. I just need some pieces, right? I just need some people. You already had Lazard. You brought in Randall Cobb. You had him. He's released now, but you know, you feel what I'm saying is you're rotating all of the pieces that Rodgers had on his squad to try to make him feel comfortable to, quote unquote, get y'all closer to that ring. Didn't work again. You know, this year he was healthy, which I'm happy for him for. But it didn't work again. And not only did you bring in more pieces for him to feel comfortable with, now that you're done with him, you have released Devontae Adams and are allowing Alan Lazard to seek a trade. So you're back at a rebuild then. You're back at an entire rebuild after you wasted all that money.
Right.
That's the dumbest shit in the world. At least the Mavs had a reason for fucking up the way they did.
But look at them though. They got AD damn near out for the season.
AD out indefinitely. Derek Lively out indefinitely. Daniel Gafford out indefinitely. Kyrie with an ACL.
It's like a curse. It's like they're cursed, bro.
Here's the thing, though. And this is an early hit the showers to this stupid bitch, Miriam Edelson.
Whoa, clip went in. Hold
Yeah, and I
up,
mean
Clip,
that
hold
too. I mean that just like that.
Hold
That
on.
shit.
Who got to hit the showers?
Miriam, the owner of the Mavs, the one who said if I can't get the casino in Dallas, I'm trading Luka.
That's correct. Yeah.
Can't get the casino.
The
now she trying to move him to Vegas. They said they ain't going to Vegas. She said, well, if you ain't gonna give me the casino, say goodbye to Luka. And the crazy thing is Dallas fans all fell right into it, right? Like, we boycotting Dallas. We ain't gonna watch. That's what she wanted you to do.
Right.
That's what she wanted you to do. Sell your tickets. Give up the reason for us to be here.
Wait, the owner of the Mavs is a female?
Yeah, a female. The 69% owner is a female and shared with another dude. But and the only reason why I'm not putting him out there, one, because I don't know it, but two, because she was the one. You're the one who stated I'm getting rid of him if I can't get the casino.
Right.
So why would I'm not gonna bring him into it if you're the front runner, you're the spokesperson, you're the speaker of the house.
Right.
So I gotta address you. But again, that's dumb, right? Because I'm not saying the Mavs fans are dumb, because if you traded away, say like Darius and Donovan from the Cavs, I will feel like, damn, like you trying to get rid of my team.
Right, like what's going on here?
But the biggest boycott you could do was, she's gonna get her way because y'all are giving it to her. Y'all selling y'all season tickets, y'all doing all this, lowest numbers. She's gonna find a way to move them to Vegas because you're no longer welcome in Dallas. The biggest boycott would be boycott them in Vegas.
She may be on the business side of it rather than the owner that's like a fan /
and that's what's dumb, right? Because here's the thing. Now I don't know if she thought this all the way through. I understand you wanting to have a casino associated with your team because fans can gamble while they wait, or gamble whenever at your casino. They can gamble and watch the game if they want to. They can do that. I get that. But you have to have a fan base in order for the casino to make sense. If you don't have a diehard fan base, who's going to want to come watch the Las Vegas Mavs play in Vegas and gamble their money away? You know how many casinos are in Vegas already?
Probably a lot.
More than you could count. And trust and believe, a gambling person is a superstitious person. If they find a casino they like, they're going to that one.
Right, yeah.
They're only gambling at your casino for the convenience of, I was coming to see my team play anyway. But if you have no fans, who's coming to see you play? Vegas isn't even a real place. You know what I'm saying?
Technically, it's really not.
Like, it's not a real place. Like, yes, there are real people that live there.
It's real, but it's real, like, themey. Like,
right. It's really only for the tourists. Vegas is for the tourists. So how do you get tourists who came there and aren't already fans of a team that wasn't there before to enter your casino as opposed to all the ones that are better?
Right.
You gonna give me free seats, free tickets? She gonna have to give up free tickets to get people into that casino.
Free tickets with free box. Yeah.
You are ignorant, some bitch, ain't you?
Oh shit, we love everybody.
Shit. Nah, but that shit is just, I'm just so sick of rich conniving motherfuckers.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel so passionately to speak about that woman like that, because you're just another rich conniving motherfucker.
Conniver.
And clearly you got involved in a business that you know nothing about, right? You should have got involved in the casino business. Why are you getting involved in the team business?
Yeah, why you getting involved?
I would be interested to know. I know that Vegas been behind the Aces. I feel like that's a little different though, because women's basketball in general is a little more niche. It's not as, widely accepted as NBA is. So I feel like you do have fans of that situation. I feel like the Raiders, all your fans are from all the other cities that you left. The Golden Knights, I would be interested to see how their numbers are doing, right? Because I know that the first year that they were and that's odd to me too. Your first year as an expansion team, you make the Stanley Cup.
Oh yeah,
That's
right.
very
But
weird.
hold on. Didn't the Aces do that?
I believe so. And that's why it's like where you're from, because you have all that money, because y'all play with all that money,
Right.
you have
I
the
don't think the
advantage.
Aces did that.
They didn't make it on their expansion year?
No.
Or was it the year after?
It
I know
was
pretty close.
Pretty soon.
Yeah.
It was pretty soon, either way.
They lost a couple of years. Asia didn't win till it was like 4 years in, maybe 5.
Let's see. Yeah, it might be. I didn't know they came out in 97.
The Aces?
Yeah, that's what it's saying.
What do you mean they didn't come out in '97? They're an expansion. Were they somewhere else? Because they weren't always in Vegas. Then is what I'm saying. They just came out to, you know what I mean? The Las Vegas Aces is a new thing, unless they were because like the Oilers.
It says Las Vegas Aces. Oh wait, no, they were the Utah Stars in '97.
Oh,
exactly. Just like the Oilers, they were just a different or whatever. A couple teams have done that.
Okay,
like
so it was 4 years. So it was 2018. They moved to Vegas. 2022 is when they won the chip.
Oh,
but that's similar. That's similar to the Golden Knights. Didn't they win a chip 3 years after?
It was pretty soon, I thought.
Let me see.
If my memory recollects.
Championship was 2023.
2023.
Yeah, when
a while ago. That's what I'm saying. They was there for a while.
Okay, in 2017 is when so the exact same time. That's crazy. Oh no, it's more. That's 6. I was reversing them in my head. I don't know why I was thinking. Yep. Oh wait. Well, no. Okay, yeah, that is right. 17, 18. So yeah, 5 years. Yeah, I just don't know. Something iffy. So if Vegas doesn't get one here in the next how long we been there? We've been there 3 years?
Something like that. Yeah, Death Star.
Yeah, about 3.
So if we don't get one in the next 2 to 3,
don't be sad.
You ain't on the Vegas financials trajectory, Whatever Vegas financials they got for their sports teams, there's a reason motherfuckers getting moved there. They play with a lot of money.
Yeah, they sure do. Vegas is,
They play with a lot of money, so, we'll see, whatever, but I'm glad we touched on that little Las Vegas history lesson. Maybe that is foreshadowing for my squad.
You think?
Hopefully, like I said, hopefully. We never know. I
don't know. LeBron number 2 in the West right now, Cliff.
You said what?
Yeah. Let's say LeBron number 2 in the West right now.
Yeah, but what did that mean?
They're coming. Him and Luca 30 apiece. That's scary. No center. That's scary.
You know, I
That's
Jackson
definitely.
Hayes
scary.
is a center. What do you have?
He ain't no
20
fucking
last
center,
night.
He
man.
ain't no center, Chris. Stop
That
I
that.
boy
mean,
had 20
I don't.
last
I don't
night.
care
Stop
that niggas say he
playing
can
with
play the
him.
1 through the 5. That's fine. But let's not pretend and say, oh, he's a center.
I
He's
mean,
not
but
a
we're
In
in
this
the
center.
day and
era of
age,
positionless
yeah.
basketball,
But I
so
say in this day and
everybody's
age,
three
yeah.
different positions. You a shooting guard, or you a small forward, power forward,
Right.
center combo.
Right.
You a point guard, shooting guard, small forward combo. This
Because
nigga
Yep.
Luca's
a
really a
6'6"
3 here
point guard. He
too.
can play the 1 through the 3. That's how they. It's positionless, so I mean I get it, but I wouldn't call
They
him
out
just a
there
center.
10 for 10. It's easy. Yeah, so obviously no centers out there guarding
He
Jason Hayes, but
athletic
10 for
though.
10.
He athletic as
Yep.
fuck.
Especially for 40.
Oh, I'm talking about
NBA
Jackson. I was
score.
talking about Jackson, but that's
Oh,
really
Jackson?
his
Jackson's cool.
only
Luca threw him a lob.
redeeming attribute. That's what I mean. He's very athletic. He got a vert. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll bump you around down there, but
But does he play defense? Probably not.
I mean I
All
don't
right, so we
know.
got the number.
I haven't seen a lot from him.
Bruh,
I haven't seen a lot from him to be able to speak on that.
what?
I mean, I would
He
imagine so.
played defense.
Usually when you're in the league
I'm
for
talking
your
about
athleticism.
defense. CT, I'm talking about defense to the level. You have to think about the level of big men that the Lakers had throughout the dynasty. So when I say does he play, I hold niggas to a certain level. I'm not gonna lie, especially at the big position playing in LA. We've had a lot of great bigs. You know what I mean? We're not known. Let's be real. We're not known to typically have a mediocre big. We're not. We've always had a great big most of the time.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's the plan at least. But
So I do still believe we need a great big, not just a big, not just somebody. We need a big name. Like we're gonna need a big
put
name
it like
big.
this: if it does end up being the Cavs Lakers finals, y'all are in a lot more trouble than you think with no big ball down there like that.
Hell no.
You definitely are.
Want to know why? Because at the end of the day, we don't got to take it down to the inside of the paint. LeBron's shooting 4 or 5 damn near threes lately a game. Luka's busting them too. Hey, Luka, I told y'all, Luka got LeBron acting different now from 3.
I mean,
I don't know what they be doing in
What?
practice. LeBron was good for 1 or 2
Oh
sometimes,
my.
CT. But
well,
let's not
LeBron stepped
Yo.
his 3 up this year. He averaging 44%
His whole
from 3.
year, bro, before Luca got
Yeah, he
there.
been for this whole season from 3.
Shooting
He
40,
stepped his
like
shit
But what
up.
I'm
30
saying
some.
is, what I'm saying is, he's chucking them more since Luka got there.
Right, because
LeBron's chucking them
It's the
Luca's
threes up more.
calling
same.
for attention. It's like
Bro, you
I'm
Steph.
not
think
gonna.
he just turned into
I'm not
somebody different because Luca
No,
got
I'm not
there?
complaining. No, I'm not complaining, CT. I'm just saying,
I'm
like
not
his
saying you're
confidence.
complaining. You just
I don't
throwing
know.
too much salt on.
His
Like
his
you just.
his confidence has went up like even more is what I'm saying from the 3, and he's been
He
hitting
shit
them
was up
too.
when he was playing with AD. What are you talking about?
No, CT. He wasn't just shooting like he's not afraid now to shoot 4 or 5 threes or so a game. LeBron
Yes,
he'll
he
do it now.
was. Even when he wasn't hitting, he was still shooting.
But that's what I'm saying. He's
He did
shooting
have
and he's hitting.
games.
He's shooting and he's hitting now. That's what I'm saying. Fuck the shooting and he missed.
Well, you know
I don't
that's
want.
LeBron does.
I said even when he wasn't hitting, he always hitting. Like
That's one thing
for real, for
LeBron
real.
does have though is work ethic. You know, if he's trying to work on getting better at something, you can rest
Yeah,
assured you
like
will see a difference from season to season. He always said, "I want it. If I can shoot like Steph, ain't nobody can guard me." And
Right.
he worked so hard to get to the point where now y'all's percentages, you know.
Yeah.
y'all see what I just sent you? Yeah, Jackson Hayes. Yeah,
What you seeing? Oh my gosh.
locked in.
Jayon sent to play, but I ain't seen it yet.
Best defensive rating since February 1st.
Who?
Jackson Hayes.
Yeah,
Got a
where we get him from?
102.5 defensive rating
Yes,
in 20 plus minutes per game.
We need more than
and
that.
he's been getting more clocks. So yeah.
We
What?
need more. We need more than that. That's not good enough, bro. We've had Shaq. We've had Kareem. Nigga, we had AD. We feel like, come on now, we need more than that, bro. That's just respectfully.
You don't need. You won the championship with Bynum, so stop.
Nigga,
But
that's what I'm saying.
you know what? To Mark's point though,
The centers was different back then. These niggas can do it all now.
And it's not like, okay,
And the centers are different now.
I agree, but maybe this Luka trade well, I mean, of course it made hella sense from a Lakers standpoint, but when you think about an old school Lakers squad, you had Kareem, Magic, James Worthy. You had hella. You had Byron Scott from top to bottom. They were something, not just piece here, piece there. Yep. Lakers were. That's never been a part of their culture to sacrifice everybody and just keep two pieces to keep us afloat.
Right. Exactly.
Everybody can get paid, especially when you think about Kobe, Shaq, all them together.
That was getting bread.
So why is it that you got the two highest paid people in the league on the same squad and you can't cover any other position for them? Now it's just on them to do everything they self and hope you can get the supporting cast to step
Reed's
up.
On the team. He's gonna be back. Austin will be back.
But let's be honest, Austin, and that goes to show how much cheaper the Lakers have gotten. Austin Reeves is an undrafted player.
Mm-hmm.
And so now the 2023 Lakers are risking undrafted players when back in the day when Kobe, just a few decades ago, we need all the best players. You see what I'm saying? The whole culture has shifted to a point where it's like maybe they're saying our pockets are strapped because we got Luka and LeBron, so y'all gonna have to make it work. But I don't understand why now they have to make it work by themselves when all of the back in the day Laker culture was bring the whole squad in. Whole squad tough.
Whole squad on that.
There's too much money in the league now. Too many teams. Like
but that's the thing, right? Like think about Detroit. Think about when they won the chip. What was that? 2010.
2010.
Oh, it was 2004.
Oh, it was closer to that, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they beat the Lakers.
Who won in 2010? Who am I thinking of?
Was it Mavs?
Was it the Mavs?
Or the
Mavs and
the Lakers
playing the Heat?
The Lakers.
Or the Lakers playing the Celtics?
Yeah.
But the whole reason why I brought up Detroit is you got a whole squad. Wasn't nobody getting breaded like that. You got a whole squad of just hard workers.
Right.
Nobody was the best in the league other than maybe Ben Wallace defensively. Nobody else on that squad was the best in the league. Maybe Chauncey Billups when they called him Mr. Big Time. He was making big time shots, but he wasn't the best point guard in the league. That was just a team of hard workers that was well constructed, and they went on to do something. You don't have to blow your load on two of the best players. You can stretch it out.
Right, sir.
So you don't
stretch it out to get who?
What you mean?
Who else? I don't know who you want them to get.
I mean, a big for one. We've been talking about that for a while. That's the only time y'all. Well, the last time y'all had true success was in the bubble, and y'all had 4 different fucking bigs.
Don't say y'all.
Changed since then.
LeBron fan, not a Lakers fan.
Y'all had Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, DeMarcus Cousins, and I still can't remember the last dude. That's gonna bother me.
We didn't play a little, but yeah, we had bigs, but I mean. Everything's changed in the NBA since then.
Hell no, you still
all
need
those
a big
bigs
in a
are out the
7-game
league.
Series in the playoffs, CT.
Oh, they push all the bigs out the league. The bigs are Draymond. No. The bigs are fucking Sabonis.
I mean, Andre Drummond's still playing.
Right.
There's still bigs out there. Jared Allen on the best team in the NBA is.
Drummond got a lot of DNPs. Like Drummond he got a lot of DNPs.
But I'm saying he's still in the league. That era hasn't been pushed out altogether.
Robert Woods III got DNPs. What are you talking about?
Robert Woods III ain't been right since they made him play on those torn meniscuses in that finals.
Yeah, like he's going his way out of the league.
Big Marco, bye.
They did that to him.
Big man, and he's like 6'7", 6'8".
Right. He's short anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? The big man, LeBron's bigger than most of these dudes, so we're gonna be good.
I don't know. I
You
really don't
just
know.
gotta stop
You still got.
Joker.
I mean, you still.
Joker's the only real big for real.
I mean, right now you got to stop OKC.
Joker. But
OKC
they,
is the number one that you're gonna have to get
man,
past.
I ain't worried about them. Because,
I was about to say
hey, Cliff,
man,
just like the Commanders, what's it come down to? At the end of the day, in the playoffs, even though you was hot
OKC
during the
was up
season,
25 the
you
other
come out
night
to
on
that
somebody, and I
experience, baby.
seen them blow the
Come out
game
to that
fourth quarter.
experience, baby.
So
And Shay
I
and
mean,
them
that's
ain't seen
possible, but
that.
they also don't have all their team. If they get some of their pieces back,
no,
Like
they
who?
got Chet's
Like who?
back.
Like who? Because Chet's
Isaiah
been back.
Hartenstein,
Because who they missing?
Hartenstein.
Hartenstein's back.
When did Chet
No,
come
He's
back?
back
Chet's been
like
back for
2
a
weeks
while
ago.
now.
2 weeks.
He's playing power forward. If you were to go to play with my player, on 2K online, yeah, Chet plays power forward. Hartenstein plays the center.
That's crazy. I can't remember what game I was just watching
And
today,
then a lot of
and
times
I
they
didn't
put
see
Chet up
him
at
playing.
5. So
I don't think he's playing tonight, but he has been back though, like on the tickets and shit. He's been on there.
Yeah, I was just watching
he's been getting buckets
a game
too.
and he wasn't
He's
playing.
nasty with him for sure. Yeah, but besides that team, that's like the only team with like bigs. I mean, New York got some big cat, but I mean,
We need more, CT.
it's a small ball. You see, like Reed now plays the center. Julius Randle, guys like that. Leaves small ball. So I don't know where y'all talking about all these centers.
But you
Niggas
said
gotta
what?
start that.
What you
Ain't too
mean?
many
This
centers
is
playing.
that's see now you're crazy because if you think this is the end of small ball era,
All
Right.
the
these
centers
motherfuckers
low-key
are looking
hurt.
for
These niggas don't even
7'5"
play.
centers
Look at Wimby.
nowadays
Yeah,
that
CT,
can
you're
dribble.
crazy.
Chet Holmgren
Wimby
ain't short
out.
himself. He's
Wimby
7'3".
out, AD out. All these
No,
niggas get
it don't
hurt. Niggas
matter.
don't even
Teams
play.
still want them. What do you mean? If they're out, teams still want and need. They're in demand. CT.
I'm just saying it ain't that many big men in the NBA. Period.
You crazy? They drafted
Not many natural big men.
Name them out. Name
They
them.
drafted
It was
two big men from France, back to back first pick.
Sunday he didn't play. That was the game.
Name them.
Niggas is in
Give
high
me
demand
5.
like Kanye's Yeezus boots.
Hey, give me 5.
And he missed what? What is that? 3?
Give me 5 big men out.
3 of the last 10.
What'd you say, CT?
Give me 5 big men.
5 natural big men, like
Yeah.
5?
I
don't know because there's no positions natural no more. A lot of positions
You
can
said
do
there's a
more
lot
than
of
they
big
used to do.
men. You should be able to name 5.
Yeah, I mean you got your Jared Allens, you
What
got
you mean?
your Valanciunas,
Yeah, Valanciunas,
your
Jacob
Vucevic's,
Podol,
Jakob
like,
Pertl,
nigga, what you mean? Miles Turner, my nigga. Like, what are we? Huh?
I don't know if I would quite say Miles.
DeAndre Ayton. Like, what are we talking about?
It's kind of hard to say 8 and 2.
I swear to God.
What you mean?
You right on it.
When you play more offense, like that's not a natural
when you
big.
want to shoot the ball,
Yeah,
a
like
lot,
when you're more offensive dominant than you
Wimby.
are rebound defensive dominant, you're not a natural big.
I swear.
A natural big is like we were saying, your Andre Drummonds, your DeAndre Jordans, your Dwight
they
Howards.
Don't even get 10 rebounds. You can't even count on anything to get 10 boards, bruh.
What about Isaiah Stewart? He's still kind of on a 3 sometimes too.
Yeah, he's like 6'8",
but that's a different
6'7".
conversation. We talking about real bigs. Now, if you want to have a conversation on if real bigs are considered trash in today's NBA, that's welcome.
Right.
That's different.
I can name you a solid 5. I'm gonna give you the dude from the Detroit, Jalen Durant. Him, Jared Allen, Joker.
Joker's
Joker's
a
a shooting
leave
big,
it.
bro.
He's
He's a
even a
playmaking
He
little,
don't
shooting
shoot
big.
a lot of threes though, so I just think he just. But
but he can though. Like Joker is a threat from anywhere on the court, whether it be a shot, pass, or otherwise.
he gonna get you 16 rebounds sometimes,
Yeah.
17
Now he'll
rebounds.
put up the best stats that
You know what I'm saying?
you know
That's a
what I'm
big
saying,
man. Like
right? He doing everything. You gotta get that nigga peas, man. Joker get all the peas.
who else I'm gonna name?
There's a
Shit.
few of them out there. I'm trying to name starters though,
Clint
not like
Capella,
people on the bench. Clint,
Clint
I would
Capella
count,
type.
yeah. And you would
And
think,
then it's a bonus. I don't know if he's like
I don't know, because I don't know if it's that. Sabonis is his father. The issue is that when his father played, he wasn't the biggest on the court. Now,
yeah,
in this position as basketball, Sabonis is now the biggest on the floor. So it's like he has to play more big, even though I feel like he would
he's not the
fall into
biggest.
the.
He plays
Yeah,
power forward because
power
they
forward.
got Jonas on the team. They just brought Valanciunas to the Kings.
Uh
He plays
huh.
the big. Yeah, Sabonis is the four now.
But I mean, yeah,
But see, that's
it's
to slow you
evolving.
off. That'll slow you down, bringing Vooch like him out there, the other big, because they want to get up and down. He's not the type to get up and down, so he's
Right,
not the big for the game no more. So
right. I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, but we're going to, it's clear. Yeah, we've been going away from natural bigs, but I think we've been past that era and we're almost passing the era of the small ball. Now we're in the era of give me a large guy that can do everything for me, which is in turn going to bring back in the era of true bigs that can put an elbow in these skinny niggas' chests. Yeah, let me hurt you real quick down here, and then you're going to see teams going for the bigger bigs again. It's all cyclical. You know how it goes.
yep. Shout out to Katie and them. I went to that game last night. They was down 23-25
Oh, yeah, you did send them pictures. I seen them, too.
to start the fourth. You know what I'm saying? It looked like it was over with. They was getting smacked the whole 3 quarters.
Man, the Suns are
Fans
the
booing, people
Nets.
leaving left and right, and then they came back in
Yeah,
the
Suns
fourth.
are trash.
But they
The Suns are,
not. They look like they could be so
yeah,
good.
they're the
They
Western
look good on
Conference
Right.
paper.
Nets. When
They
they
look good
had
on
Kyrie,
paper.
KD, and James Harden, they're the Western Conference Nets. You got too much. It's not enough ball to go around to all y'all.
Whoa.
It's no point. It's the truth. There's not enough ball to go around to everybody.
Right.
KD can't be hot if Booker's
Hurts to
hot.
watch sometimes. Real
They
talking,
look
that's
good
what
on
they try to
paper.
do. It's like, oh, it's your turn, it's my turn. It's your turn,
Right?
ISO,
No,
my
I mean,
turn.
until they learn to all play
And they
together,
get the shot clock.
which will never
They look
happen.
better without what's name though. Brad went to the bench and they looked way better. They didn't even play Bobo the second half.
Them niggas is rank 11 right now.
You right there. We gotta finish strong, man.
Y'all ain't even in
I'm
the.
trying to see
They
him.
definitely about to pass the
I'm trying to
Cavs
see him
up.
in the playoffs.
Yeah, they definitely about to pass the Cavs up. So they might get a play-in spot, but are they good enough to pass the Clippers? I don't know. I really don't know. And you should be.
They swept the Clippers though. Like, oh, they beat them 4-0 this year. So
That could just be a bad matchup for the Clippers. But
I
yeah,
swear,
because the
man. That's
Clippers at
why I'm like,
9.
why are y'all not there?
Yeah, the Clippers at 9. The Warriors,
KD
the
got to play
Rockets,
like
the
great
Grizzlies.
every night. He had to play. He scored like 18 in the fourth. He had to score like he got to go crazy.
Oh, and I skipped the Kings and the Timberwolves. Yeah, the Suns don't do anything. Doesn't matter if they make the playoffs. They don't do anything.
I don't care. I want to see him make it. I want to go see a playoff atmosphere.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people want to see them make it. But you in the bottom 5 of the Western Conference. Ugh. Nigga don't even got 30 wins.
I know, huh?
That's tough. And we're
Crazy.
more than 60 games in, and you don't even have 30 wins. And
And
on
they win.
paper,
I
you
think they
look like
lost
that.
11 out of 15. Lost like 11 out of 15. Yeah, that
Yeah, I
was a
might be
bad
right. They said in
stretch.
the past 10, they only won 3 or 7.
Yeah, so they lost
Yeah,
11
they
out
the
of
Western
15.
Conference Nets. I don't care what nobody say. That shit is crazy. But,
Too much talent on this team, man. I swear. I'm like, damn, what the fuck?
and it's like that. There's so many teams like that. As a matter of fact, Mark, using your squad as the perfect example, look at Kentucky. We talk about it all the time. The reason why y'all aren't what y'all were back in the day is because y'all are going for the stars. Y'all want a whole bunch of stars on y'all squad.
Right.
Stars don't win you games.
No, they don't.
Yeah, when Calipari was there.
Stars don't win you games. So I don't know what y'all thinking y'all gonna do now. And then you strapped up your whole fucking your money. You know what I'm saying? Like your organization doesn't have money.
You don't think?
No, Phoenix don't got no money. They have to send shit off.
Phoenix.
Yeah, they gotta send
yeah,
shit off to get money. Nobody's reconstructing their contract. This is a
They gotta
shitty
refinance
situation.
their
I'm going to at
loan.
least get paid.
True.
So yeah, until they break up that squad and start sending people to elsewhere for pieces, them giving up Mikal Bridges was the dumbest move they've ever made.
Mikelski,
Why are you giving up Mikal Bridges?
maybe they didn't see the value in him.
One of the best 3-and-D guys in the league.
Think so?
For
Right.
sure. Easy. One of the best
It's
3 and
only
D
getting
guys in
better
the league.
too.
Exactly. And then he went
Yeah.
to Brooklyn and they let him off the leash. And this nigga was like, "Oh, I don't just shoot threes. Let me show
Right.
you. Let me show you what I do."
Yeah, 40s and shit. I'm like, damn. They fucked up for sure.
Suns is stupid. But it's no different with the Heat and Bam. It's like until you let these niggas actually do what they do.
But Mikal Bridges is getting up there in age, though.
He ain't that old.
No, he's
For
not.
Yeah, no.
sports wise, I think he's. I don't know how old is he.
He ain't never missed a game.
But it's not about that.
He's
Like
28.
a lot of people. Oh, okay,
He's
yeah, he ain't that old.
28.
Yeah, he still got a 3-year prime.
I don't know why I thought he was older than that.
He born in
This nigga went to
96.
Villanova with Jalen Brunson and them.
Jalen Brunson, he's underrated. That nigga's a dog for real.
Yeah, that's what Aaron was talking about, the top 5 underrated players. And this nigga
Jalen
hopped
Brunson
off.
is a dog. Yeah, he can cook.
I don't know if Jalen, can you still consider him to be underrated?
What you mean? He don't get. How many people be like, yeah, Jalen Brunson, top point. Like, you don't hear it a lot. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear people say it.
I saw him live, and after that, I left. I said,
I would
yeah,
say the
he's
last season
cold.
of Dallas and the first season of New York, he was getting a lot of love. And then, I mean, New Yorkers. New Yorkers are like, yeah, we love him, but he's not enough to get us over the hump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Tough love.
yeah, if you go to New York, you're going to get tough love. Believe that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they love Jalen, but he isn't enough by himself to get him over the hump. That's why they brought in Cat.
And Cat ain't been, from what I don't know about lately, but he
hadn't
playing
been
the
lately
best for a while. Yeah, okay, so then it still stands.
Nah, I feel like he's doing like how Cleveland's doing, where it's like, let me coast for these last couple games, so I got something to give y'all in the postseason.
He could, because he do be banged up sometimes.
I think that's what's going on.
He was playing some good ball though, for sure.
Cleveland down 4
14,
right now.
He was having a stretch where he was like 14 rebounds
Cleveland.
every game.
I'm gonna let Miami beat y'all in the playoffs, but
if they get there.
But
oh my gosh, that is slow mo for sure, Joe. Kyle Anderson has the slowest everything. His dribble is slow. His cross is slow. His setup for his shot is slow. His release is slow.
But his money ain't slow.
This nigga comes down to the ground after he jumps slow. Man, I'm trying to tell you.
It's crazy. He's been like that since high school, middle school.
Yeah, I don't really got much else though. I mean,
got him to the league though.
Max got extended. We knew that was gonna happen though.
Hell no. What you mean we knew?
Yes,
We
Big
well,
Ten.
I mean, we knew that was gonna happen.
You was a little worried.
I
He
wasn't
loved
worried at
Brady.
all.
You was worried because you said that you was worried before they fired Antonio Pierce.
No, I said that Max would leave, not whether or not we would give him the extension. We already established that the worry had gone away when him and Pete Carroll sat and talked.
I forgot he's the coach.
Yeah, after that, there was no more worry. It was just, are the Raiders going to give him what he's worth? And they did. So we'll see what you go for in the draft.
Y'all fumbled the Matt Stafford situation, though?
Bam is on fucking fire.
He's him.
Bam's on fucking fire.
Bro, Pritchard and Derek White hit 23s combined.
Yeah, I think Peyton's definitely underrated.
That's what I was gonna say. Him and Derek White both
think
are mine.
Peyton-
I was gonna put both of them in there.
Peyton Pritchard, I think I would put both of them in there.
Drew Holiday too.
Peyton Pritchard anywhere else would be putting up numbers, I'm trying to tell you.
Hell no.
He
Man.
would. He fucking would.
He's
I fuck with Peyton, man. I ain't gonna lie.
They named
he's
him.
definitely underrated.
I'm trying to think. When he asked me, I honestly think Aaron's boy is a little underrated. Kobe White.
Hell no.
I do. I think him in Chicago, I think he's a little underrated. I think he's just in a bad position. Like, you got to think somebody like him, especially when he was in North Carolina, like, you need a team for him to be good. He can't be the only one putting up points for you.
Right.
Even in North Carolina, although he put up good points, he was making sure he was feeding his squad. There's no one to feed in Chicago. Who can I get the ball to that we can keep in the little rookie dude with the weird name? I can't think of his name. Starts with a B. Last name Mattis Bruzelis. Mattis Bruzelis. He's all right. He gonna be something, but he's just a rookie too. It's almost like he coming into a Kobe White situation where it's like, you gonna be the only one we got, so figure it out. After you wasted the bag on Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, neither one of them who are there. These teams they got so much money they don't care about throwing it around, and like I don't feel like you should be able to make that many bad decisions when you playing with that much money.
Because they're tanking.
Like, you gotta go. You gotta get fired. You can't stay here doing shit like that.
Right.
Unless it came directly from the owner. And if it came directly from the owner and they were talking some crazy shit, I'd be like, bro, you gotta let me do my job if you want to win. I can't feel comfortable with you coming in, and if you want to sign off on everything, then you come down here and be GM. So if you hired me, trust I know what I'm doing. Because when you fire me, it's not gonna be all because your picks didn't work. How I'm letting you bully me out of my career.
Yeah.
But shit, that's where we at. Do we got anything else? Because we can wrap up if we don't.
That money.
Yeah, Saquon got paid. But he shoulda. The nigga shoulda.
He shoulda.
There wasn't nobody in the league that deserved that more.
Yeah. Trying to tell CT.
There's no one in the league that deserved that money more than Saquon.
Hey, I just know y'all gonna be losing some players, so it's all that matters.
Bro, what you mean? We're not losing, but not losing because we're losing them. We're losing because we're dropping them. What you mean?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be in an awful situation.
Because y'all can't pay them.
We do this every year, CT. We ain't new to this. We true to this.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be in an awful situation.
CT, we got the best GM in the whole league, bro. Howie Roseman. Bro, look at his resume.
Every team get better in the offseason. We finna come crazy next year. What you talking about?
Nah, you just want to see the downfall. That's cool, though. I feel the same way. You know what I mean? Pats is in the circus shuffle right now. I get it.
No,
who was the New York Jets backup?
To Rodgers? I don't know.
Trevor Simeon.
Who was it?
Is it Simeon?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I know it used to be Mike White last year, but they sent him to Miami.
Yeah.
Is Devontae and Aaron Rodgers coming to the Raiders?
Shit, I would be more willing to accept Aaron, not Devontae.
Who's gonna really? That's a hot take.
Devontae, you blew your fucking shot, bitch.
Yeah, you was already here.
Wow,
We don't
you
want
just could be
that.
a big Devon. Wow, I'm shocked right
Nah, G, you don't get to play no prima
He was
donna
last on the
now.
team,
and
Hey,
then come
man.
hey,
back. That's not how that
hey,
works.
hey, Cliff said he's cutting this. Hey, so
Yeah,
what? Hey,
no.
look, quick question: is Odell done to them? I
I
think
don't
he
know that
is.
Maybe.
Odell is
I think
done.
he's done. I think he's
Well,
done.
see, they're in two very different situations where Devontae is only a couple years from being one of the best, highest paid wide receivers. Odell ain't been that for a while now. Odell will accept
True,
what he needs to accept to get on the
true.
squad. Devontae's not the same. He's not gonna do that.
And they're the same age too. They're both my age.
And Devontae wants to win. On top of that, so you mean you're not gonna accept the money that they want to give you, and you want to go to a contending team?
Right.
Yeah, that don't even make sense, bruh. That's why you were released and Alan Lazard was left for trade. You understand what that means? That means that the Jets had more faith that they would get more in return for
Value.
Lazard
Right.
than Adams.
So where does Adams go?
I mean, like I said, there's a lot of teams that would still be interested in an Adams.
Baltimore's going to grab him. Hot take right now. I'm calling it. Ravens.
That wouldn't be
Think
a bad
about it.
grab.
Think about it. Lamar, Devontae, and
Zay.
Derrick Henry, and Zay.
Well, I'm thinking more what's the help from the, like who's going to take some heat off of my routes. Derek ain't gonna take no heat off of Devontae's routes. It's only gonna be Zay and
You know who will probably go grab him so they can try to come back and get us again? Chiefs.
Oh yeah, that sounds like the perfect spot actually. That sounds like the perfect spot actually.
Yep.
You just said it. There's no better fit all around than Devontae to the Chiefs.
And you're playing with one of the greatest, another one of the.
But the only issue is, does that then make Devontae the highest paid receiver on the Chiefs?
No, he's getting paid.
On the Chiefs. We know Marquise Brown ain't getting paid more. We know that Schuster. Well, it's not Schuster. It's who's the other one? It's Marquise Brown, and then it's the other
Rice.
who? Not Ray Rice. Rasheed Rice.
No, the speedster, my nigga. I know who he was talking about.
No, not
Worthy.
Xavier Worthy. No, it's like they're both in the same realm. Marquise Brown and the other wide receiver. I can't think of who it is though. Hold up, I gotta look it up now. Chiefs receiving core. Yeah, then it is. Oh, Hopkins, D Hop.
Oh, what? He's trash. Didn't they release him?
Yeah, I believe they. Well, no, they still showing on the.
He's trash.
But that's who I was thinking of.
Him and Julio Jones went out sad.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. You're right about that.
Compared to how they started, man.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best. Because, yeah, you replace Hollywood Brown with Devontae Adams. Rasheed Rice is on his, sophomore year?
I think so.
Junior year.
Mm-hmm.
Is it his second or third year? I think this is his third year.
Going on his third.
Yeah, this will be his third year. So, of course, he's still cheap and he's still learning. Why wouldn't you want to learn under a Devontae?
Mm-hmm.
And then Devontae is going to free up the space. He's not too old that he won't still be hella covered. So that means that Worthy and Rice will have an opening here and there. And Patty will identify the opening. Patty will identify who got covered.
Worthy said he always open.
That's a dangerous, I gotta give you, that's a dangerous, what's the name?
duo.
Destination. Yeah, that was a good toss out.
Yeah, if you go and try to, up the ante, so to speak, and you're the Chiefs.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he still on? Like, does he have any money that he's owed still?
Vontae?
Uh-huh.
I don't know, because he got released. I feel like if you got released, nigga, we don't owe you shit.
Right, but that doesn't mean necessarily that the next player, that the next team wouldn't have to cover it.
True. So what is it? Just like a waiting debt is what you're saying? Like a waiting debt as far as, like you said, you gotta whoever signs it, they gotta pay.
Yeah, that's why, some. Yeah, the Jets saved $29.9 million in salary space cutting Devontae. Now that doesn't mean that would have been Devontae's, necessary amount for sure, but that's a lot of money. So that makes sense. Lazard came for a lot cheaper than that.
It came for about a buck 50.
He came for more than that, but
Probably about $2 million, little $2 million contract.
yeah, I mean that's the only move in my opinion.
Right. What, to the Chiefs?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Myles Garrett gonna go? He gonna probably come to Philly.
You think?
No, I mean they said they was interested, and that was when they first,
I don't know if Myles goes to Philly.
I doubt it, but I wouldn't be mad at it. But I doubt it.
If he hits that,
After
he
they
hits
won,
that
I
too.
don't see it.
Bam Adebayo has hit at least 5 threes tonight.
He's not playing. He don't fuck around, Cliff. Are y'all losing?
Yeah, we're down 5.
I'm glad I didn't bet.
9-3 run.
Yeah, 5 points with. Oh well, we're down 2 with 4 minutes left.
They up one.
There's still
They
time,
down one now.
I don't like that.
Yeah, Bam got 31 points right now off 33
They
minutes.
went on a 9-2 run. They just scored an 8-2 run again in a minute and 32 seconds.
Oh, then they must not have counted all of his feet then, because this says he's only 2 for 4 from 3. He's taking 2 from the corner alone, and he just hit that one at the top of the key. Ooh, that's a lead. That's why Cleveland's so dangerous.
Yeah.
Didn't take 30 seconds to break that 4-point lead down. And now you back up. But who we got hitting them? We'll wrap it up.
in his bag tonight, 26, 6, and 5.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing about my bet is I'm upset. Well, first of all, I don't know if DeAndre gonna come through. He hasn't spent a lot of time on the court this evening.
DeAndre.
I thought DeAndre Hunter.
Oh, Hunter?
Yeah, I thought that he'd have stayed in the starting lineup, but they actually started Strus tonight over Hunter, which is kind of wild to me. But
I figured his role would be different in Cleveland. He had more opportunity in Atlanta.
Nah, I think it's vice versa. Atlanta just wanted him to be 3-and-D only. Cleveland wants him to do everything.
Y'all got too many cooks in the kitchen, though.
I don't know. He definitely ain't on the floor.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all go through Mobley, Garland, Mitchell. He's really like a fourth option.
No.
Damn, the only thing I missed is DeAndre Hunter's 2 threes.
See? So you got a second to pay.
Oh, and Darius is off. He got 13 instead of 15, but still 2 minutes left. That's $700 I just missed out. Damn, off of that fucking.
He got 9 assists though.
And I would have got it if you wasn't for you meddling kids.
That's the only. Those is the only 2 things, man.
He got 2
I should have had you sick.
Fuck, whatever, man. Sorry. Yeah, who hitting the showers?
Shit.
I know I gave it earlier. I gotta give it again. That bitch Miriam Adelson. Hit him. Hit him. You greedy motherfucker.
Now I can go to Tank, man. Tank gotta go crazy the next fight, man. You can't leave food on the table, man. You
I'm
gotta
not
go
mad at that.
crazy all that.
I'm not mad at that actually.
Then you blame it on your hairdresser. She said, "Don't do that," because she
Right.
said she
She
ain't
said I
put.
did your hair
She
on
said,
Wednesday.
she said, "Yeah, don't even try to blow my
How
clientele
much
down
grease did I
again."
use?
He said, "Nah, nigga, don't do me."
I don't think it was necessary. It could have been hair grease. It's a clip where
It could have been, but don't do her like
it's a
that.
clip
My
where
hairdresser. You try to say my hairdresser put too much.
right? No, but it's a
I,
clip where Roach goes to swing and he like just grazes him, but he catches one of Tank's braids and the braid flies across his face and smacks him in the other eye. And one of my friends on Facebook posted it talking about, I think this is where he got the grease in his eye. I was fucking dead. I was dead when I see that shit, man. That
I'd
shit
have
is
been
hilarious.
cried. That shit
I
probably
gotta
hurt for
find it
real
so I
then
can,
if he
man.
punched it and it hit him in the eye.
That shit funny as hell. I thought it was Vaseline. Like, you know how, like, you get, it happens all the time. Like, you get Vaseline put on your face and, you know, you sweat and you wipe your face and you get Vaseline on
Mm-hmm.
your glove. So when you punch, you're getting Vaseline, you know, in your eye from them wiping their face. That's what I thought happened until I saw
Yeah.
that clip and I said, you know what? He might have punched the braid right into his fucking cornea.
Yeah. Facts.
Who you got, Mo?
Yeah, I probably.
And we'll wrap him like a Christmas gift.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, shit.
Oh no. Oh
Bam turned it
no.
over.
Okay, he's good. I was about to say Darius hurt. Them
Darius
jerseys
turned the
is
ball
tough
over.
though.
Yeah.
What color are they?
They like powder blue. They like
Oh, you talking about the Heat?
no,
Yeah.
the Cavs. They powder blue, gray, and white.
Yeah, they got some different jugs.
Them bitches is
Yeah.
tough.
Damn, Don.
Them is definitely tough. They down 3 with 39 seconds left. 40 seconds.
The Cavs is
Right.
down?
Yeah, no, they up 3. Miami's down 3. You better give it to Bam for that last shot. Yeah, you better.
Turnover.
That's crazy.
Oh shit! Okay, Struce. Oh, he did it himself. I thought Struce got a hand on it. Yeah, you Bam hit him for that. Great game though.
What Bam? Did he miss the 3?
Nah, he lost the he did a jab and was bringing the ball up and it just slipped out of his hands and went out of bounds.
Hit the shower.
Then the Cavs, Donovan Mitchell just turned it over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Hit the shower.
Oh my gosh.
I don't give a fuck what CT talking about. That nigga's not consistent at all.
You the number one hater of
That,
the year.
that might have been
matter.
Oh no, that wasn't no foul at all. That was
He's
perfect.
the best. He's the best inconsistent player in the league.
Swear to God.
CT is crazy.
He got 26. He's the leader of the team. Nobody else got.
I don't know that I would call him inconsistent so much as I just know he takes nights off sometimes, which I'm not mad at. It's just from like a betting standpoint. It's like, nigga, I mean, come on. I wish we'd have known.
Right.
Ever since betting became a thing, I guess.
Sometimes
don't do that.
I'm not just gonna call him inconsistent because when he goes out to play, he usually puts up like every night. He'll probably have 2 or 3 games out of the season where it's like the nigga went 2 for 13, but for the most part, he doesn't do that.
He got 4 threes tonight. He was great.
I cannot fucking believe DeAndre Hunter did not give me 2. That is
4
crazy.
threes. What Garland have?
I think he got 3. Yep.
Struce had 3.
But you know what? I still would have. I can't be mad at Hunter.
Had 2.
Yeah, I can't be mad at Hunter because Darius still only has
shooting
13
threes.
anyway. So either way, I wouldn't have got it because of Hunter Garland.
Isaac even came in and got one. Damn, Garland got 10 assists.
And I forgot to put his assist down on the ticket. That would have been $1,000 ticket if I'd have bet the whole
I
thing.
bet. Evan got a double. He got
Damn, that is
13
frustrating. It's all
rebounds.
right though. But if we
He
don't got
did. Allen
anything,
be iffy.
y'all know the drill by now. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy. Tell that nigga to troll. We'll catch y'all next week. We out.